Sometimes you just gotta get up and tell your boss to go fuck himself. Well, to be or not to be Scott the truck driver, that is the question. I'm not going anywhere. Are you fucking kidding me? I love doing YouTube. I like doing this for you guys. I like learning and interacting and researching topics of fasting and minimalism and lifestyle and self-improvement and things that I've accomplished and shared with you guys that have helped you guys go on. I'm going to continue to fucking do that, all right? But first, we are going through a little bit of a transition period right now. So about 5 days ago, I got pissed off at my boss. He was being a dick a lot. And, that's par for the course. He's been a dick nonstop. But this day, rubbed me particularly the wrong way. Because I had already been planning to get out of trucking. I wanted to save. Like I've talked about in my minimalism videos, I wanted to save up and then take time off and then bounce in and out of trucking and so on and so forth. But I've been busting my ass. I've been burning the candle at both fucking ends. I've been making videos for you guys. I've been doing photography on the fucking weekends. I just shot a wedding. It's fucking a lot of work and no play, and I'm about to fucking tear my beard off, all right? Because this is bullshit. I need time to do what the fuck I want to do, too. And believe it or not, a lot of the shit I want to do is create. That's take pictures, that's, videos for you guys, that's research, that's learning, I want to do all of this. The problem is this shit doesn't pay very well, all right? So, I told my boss he was a fucking asshole and I hung up on him, and then he tried to turn me around and take the load off of me. He wasn't firing me, mind you. But the fact that he was costing me money after I've been busting my ass for the company, I saw red when he told me to bring the load back and that he'd have somebody else do it, which cost me about $250. It's a day's work in trucking for me. I've been doing it for 14 years. So when he did that, I fucking pulled in, into the yard, cleared out my shit out of the truck, and moved out into the room that you see here today. I am paying $200 a month roughly for this room. When I say roughly, some of it is I can work also and do a lot of extra work to also pay my rent in this room. So that's takes care of the roof over my fucking head. $200 a month, not rough. So, or work trade, Food. I have money for food, and turns out people are always trying to feed my ass, like socially. Every place I go, hey, you want to eat? You need some food? I could almost be a fucking freegan. I might try that as an experiment. Go freegan. Only eat if somebody hands me food. That's an interesting concept. Although I have a funny feeling I wouldn't skip a beat. Because sometimes people are trying to give me food when I don't want it. Like, I'm fasting, motherfuckers. Do you understand? Every other day for 36 hours I'm not eating. Sometimes 40 or 42 or 45 hours. So, food covered. Plus I'm fat around the liver area. The rest of me's skinny. I'm trying to get rid of the fatty liver. That's why I still do this. For the most part. I'll always fast, but the reason I'm doing such an aggressive alternate day fasting protocol is to target this area. And I had originally done it to offset the shitty foods I was eating. I have since discovered that that didn't work out because the shitty foods I was eating was making me start to feel shitty and hungrier. So I have dialed that down now. I'm eating more ketogenic, but not going keto, all right? I'm going to eat fruits. I'm going to eat whole grains and a moderate amount of sugar. When I say moderate, 15 grams per serving if I can help it. And every once in a while I will have the badass fucking dessert because let's face it, they're addictive. That's what it is, but I don't want to do that very often. Now that I can eat healthier being off the road, I'm going to explore the balance of that and being able to have carbs and a human being amount of sugar in my life and see where I'm at and find my tolerance, find where I feel good, where my weight's continuing to plummet, and so on and so forth. I weighed 189.8 this morning, by the way, which, considering the shit diet I've had while on the road, and even when I'm home, that's fucking badass. So we'll get to that in future videos. I just wanted to give you guys that subscribe to me because of my weight loss videos and all my fasting, that's where I'm at with that. So I'm now no longer driving a truck for a living. And that's fucking great. It feels great. All right? Everything seems to be lining up with this happening. Like, I'm not even steering the bus very hard, and it's going where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean for this channel? First of all, I will always be Scott the fucking truck driver, all right? I'm a truck driver. I've been doing it for a long time. I still kind of think that way, and it's still an option. It's still, if this fails, this venture that I'm working on fails, I can get back in a truck if I need to, all right? Right now, I don't need to. I've got enough money to cover living expenses thanks to photography. I've got enough money to cover living expenses, food and shelter, and my bills for about 3 to 4 months. And that's if nothing else comes in. I have clients booked for photography. I have YouTube, of course, and the more of these I pump out, the more that trickles in. But it's not a big, huge income. It's, nice enough to help, but not nice enough to survive on exclusively. If I could survive exclusively, obviously I would shift to make more content exclusively. Like, I would shift away from photography if YouTube, not all the way, but the majority of my time has to go to the endeavor that makes the most money. And right now, for me, that's photography. So I'm going to continue to do that. And when that slows down, and it does, especially in the winter, there's a big fucking famine period when it comes to photography in the wintertime, then I can make content for you guys. So you guys are second place in my schemes of making money. There is a third place. I am going to try and drive Uber, which I know, if you're sick of driving a truck, dickhead, what do you think you're going to do driving a fucking car with assholes in there with you going, hey, shithead, I want to go here. I don't like you. I'm going to 1-star your ass. That kind of shit. So I am going to try and fill in some gaps with Uber here and there. And just survive that way. And I will have more time to do the things that I want to do creatively, that I want to do. I want to go hiking more. I want to go camping more. I want to do wilderness fasting for you guys and take you guys there with me. I want to take you guys with me when I go and do these other things. I know you guys don't watch those videos as much, but they're there if for those. There are a small group of people that do watch all of those and enjoy those and have told me so. So that shit's still going. All right. Other plans I have on the horizon that I am working on for you guys right now, and I wanted to share this with you in this video. I plan on setting up to do live streams for you guys. All right? That way, that's another possible income stream if people want to donate that way. Now, by no means do you have to donate, all right? I'm still going to do the live streams just as often if I don't get a fucking penny or if people are generous. That's just an option. And the way you do that's the super chat shit. So that's not the reason I'm doing it. I've been planning on live streaming a while. I just can't live stream when I'm on the road. Now I'm land-based. I can live stream, and I'm setting it up as we speak. I'm going to try and make it high quality video and sound for it instead of the shitty, laptop cam with the echoey fucking laptop mic. So that's on the horizon. I'm working on that. I am also I'm going to launch a Patreon. Also not a requirement. I know Patreon's a hot topic. Hey, dickhead, I don't want to fucking pay you fucking to live your dream. My life sucks. I don't want you to fucking make money off of this shit. Fuck you. I know that crowd's out there, but here's what you got to realize about contributing to a channel to help it grow. The more I make doing this, the less time I have to spend doing other things to make money. And a lot of work and production goes into making a fucking YouTube video. All right? You see these lights and shit I'm working on? That, is part of my business. I have microphones. I'm trying to improve the sound quality for you guys. I'm trying to spend the shit tons of time it takes to produce a video. First you have to film, then you have to edit, then you have to upload. And of course, all of this while keeping a roof over my head, food in my fat ass, and providing you guys with entertainment in the process. As you know, I've only put out one video a week, sometimes every 2 weeks, while trucking, because trucking took up so much fucking time. 70 hours a week. And then I'd come home on the weekends and be booked for fucking photography. And then anytime that I fucking could get it on top of that, I wanted some fucking time to do something to keep me from going out of my fucking brain. And, I enjoy the work, but I do need time to not work. All right? That was kind of the goal of becoming minimalist. And it turns out I just maximalized my fucking income, but didn't get any time out of the deal. Well, that's changed now. I don't regret leaving trucking. I don't. Everything is lined up. I'm good to go. All right. So if I fall on my ass, if I fail to, keep basic survival going, I'll get back in the goddamn truck for a different company, because I'm done with that motherfucker. I'm done with going to Canada too regularly. I'll still go there as a tourist. I don't want to truck there anymore. So the things that are coming up, like I said, are live streaming and Patreon. Later on, I will try and come up with things that I can do to provide more for you guys. I do want to put up a website. Websites cost money. If you guys want a website for Scott the Truck Driver, I was going to try and do it, but I really need the website that I currently have for my photography. So I do want to eventually I have the domain already, I just need the hosting, and I don't have the money for the hosting yet. As I grow, as this channel grows, that's further down the line is having a website. That's one of the goals of starting the Patreon, is to get money to fucking create content for you guys, to create the website, to go on trips, to plan videos for you guys, aside from seeing me sit in this fucking room. All right? I could sit in this room and talk all day. It doesn't cost very much. I just turn the camera on, turn the mic on, record, edit, blah, 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 upload. These are the easiest videos to make. But if you want to see other shit like wilderness fasting, survival, backpacking, other endeavors on this channel, let me know in the comments. If you don't, obviously, I won't waste my time. But if you want more variety of content than just my fasting and my talking, that's fine. If you guys are happy with me just talking, I'll just keep doing it. All right. I'm still going to do that, but I want to try other videos. I want to try other things. I want to see what flies, what doesn't. I want to grow the channel for you guys. Also, coming down the road, I don't want to get too detailed with it yet, but there will be a collaboration with another YouTuber that will do a podcast together on a separate channel. So that's in the works. So that'll be another thing that we're doing, to kind of grow things. This is the kind of stuff I want to do full time, all right? I want to be a photographer full time. I want to be a YouTuber on the side from being a full-time photographer. And I want to create. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to help develop my health, my mental health, and my lifestyle to a point where happiness is achieved with the least amount of money. All right? Because we are all so consumed with this fucking materialistic shit in our lives, and it weighs us down. In Game of Thrones this last weekend, one of the characters, I'm not going to go into detail, I don't want to spoil it too much. One of the characters said, the more you have, the more it weighs you down. And I was like, yay, minimalism. I was cheering for that part, along with all the other parts. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, you need to fucking watch Game of Thrones. What's wrong with you? Maybe we can talk more about entertainment now that I have time to participate in entertainment and watch movies and fucking TV shows and shit occasionally. Still not a high priority for me because I have all this other stuff going on, but I need to make relaxation a part of my life, all right? I need to make decompressing times and times where I'm not thinking constantly, not constantly coming up with shit, not constantly working. So that is where I'm at, all right? So let me know in the comments what you think of this. Do you give up now that I'm not in a truck anymore? Do you think I should change my name to protect the innocent, innocent truck drivers, that pissing in piss bottles and throwing them at you? Not that I've ever chucked a piss bottle at anybody, but I've wanted to. The other thing I want to do more of is motherfucking feedback. Aside from the live show stuff, I want to continue the dialogue with those of you who have liked and subscribed. So please like and subscribe if you haven't liked and subscribed. Even if you're not a big fan, or maybe you just want to debate with me about some of the things I talk about, that's fine. I'm all for it. Just bring your guns, Not the real guns, but I'm talking about bring science and stuff. Don't just come at me and tell me I'm stupid, all right? Tell me why I'm stupid in detail. I still get those comments. I know they're not going anywhere, but it does bother me. I keep hoping I could reach the people making those comments and be like, look, please, just learn some shit. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. But tell me why. Don't just parrot some shit that you evangelize. Go out and find out the facts supporting your side, of the argument. I like debates. I like going back and forth, but I don't like people that get butthurt and want to punish you because you don't fucking agree with them, because there's entirely too much of that shit going on. And my channel isn't a place for this whole fucking, I'm going to say what I want to say, the way I want to fucking say it. That means the word fuck's still going to be a regular part of this diet, even if it costs me any money out of this deal. As far as ads go, I'm not worried about that. If they pulled my ad revenue tomorrow, I'd be fine. Because I'm not depending on ad revenue for this channel to survive. It's nice. I hope they keep doing it, but I am by no means want to put my eggs in that basket. All right? So that's why I'm doing these other things to develop. That's why I'm going to put up the Patreon. That's why I'm going to do the live streams. It's stuff that every fucking big YouTuber is doing to survive, full time. And if this grows to become a full-time gig, then I will give you the time necessary. But until then, I still have to do other things to make money. But leaving that as it may, photography doesn't take up all of my time, all right? It takes up a lot, and I am going to be working hard at it full time. At least 40 hours a week will be dedicated to photography. But that's a hell of a lot less than 70 hours a week. All right? which is what I was doing before. And sometimes 80 hours if I had a busy trucking week in addition to photography. So I will have more time to produce shit for you guys, to do research to produce shit for you guys. Go ahead and write in the comments some shit you'd like to see me do. Let me know if you want to take a big shit on the fact that I'm starting a Patreon. Like I said, it's not going to be a requirement. It's just another way I can do more for you guys and continue to survive and keep this channel going. Because it's really hard to keep a channel going when you don't have time to work on it. I know other people that have tried to do it, and just the time requirement is insane. And a lot of people don't want to give up their time to do this. We need to make money on YouTube if you want us to produce and entertain you and provide you with quality content. That's kind of the thing with that. But even if I don't make a fucking dime doing that, I'm still going to produce videos. Just how often they come and how high quality they are and how much I do outside of just talking, that is entirely up to how much money I make. Because if I can't make money on YouTube, I have to go and do other things to make money, which takes up time. But one thing I am budgeting for in this equation is more time to do things I enjoy and relax and not constantly be busting my ass like I was before, because I don't have to. My expenses are low. I'm a minimalist. I live in one room out of 3 suitcases and some photography and video gear. I do not need to make $60,000 a year, which is what I made at the trucking job that I just quit. So yes, essentially I quit a $60,000 a year job to be broke as fuck. It's good news for you guys because I'm really going to be fasting, you know. I'm going to be doing that I'm broke as fuck fasts. That's a new fasting protocol I'm going to test out in the near future. It's called, I don't have money to eat my ass off this week, so I'm just going to fast for 3 or 4 days until I get some more money. So yeah, that's what's on the plate, so to speak. But remember, don't try this at home, by the way. You know, I'm not a fucking expert at, you know, pursuing dreams and starting businesses and, you know, doing shit like that. I'm just an asshole who's tired and wants to take his shot. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my shot. It could be a swing and a miss, you know, and then I get back in a truck. But I'm going to try. And I'm going to work really hard to try and survive and have a better, happier life that isn't spent slaving away for corporate motherfuckers that I, quite frankly, am sick of. All right? I'm sick of that industry. I really am. And the way they treat us. You know, move, move, move. We don't give a fuck if you go home. You know, we've heard it all before, and we could discuss that in another video. But I want to work for myself to grow my shit, my businesses, my dreams. And if it means being a little bit or a lot more fucking broke, then so be it. So I guess I'm minimalizing my life even further just by cutting the money I don't need out of my life and just making enough to live my life the way I'm living it. And that's it. And it turns out when you're a minimalist living in one fucking room and you fast, which means if you do ADF, you only eat half as much as a normal motherfucker, then turns out it's not that hard. You know, I could probably get by on a minimum wage job if I really wanted to. Part-time even. So that's where I'm at. Please like and subscribe for more motherfucking videos. Patreon's not up yet, so don't ask. It's coming. Not that you guys are in a big hurry for that. Probably not. Not going to pimp it out all the time either. There'll be one video to let you know that it's there, and then a link in the description, or maybe a little thing in the credits at the end to let you know that it's there. But I'm not going to spend video after video saying, please donate to my Patreon and help me not fucking starve to death. That's not on you guys. It's just there for people that can help, that want to help, and realize the amount of work that goes into making videos and the amount of equipment required, and the editing software that I have a subscription for that I have to pay for. And if you guys eventually want the website, that's what you go to contribute for. And I will find ways of rewarding people that contribute. I'm still working it all out, but it's going to involve something along the lines of probably a dedicated live stream for people who contribute, maybe brainstorming sessions with the contributors to find out the kind of content they want me to produce. I'll have veto power on that, but at least it's a forum that, they'll be like the executive producers of the show, something along those lines. So if you have ideas of stuff that you'd like to see me do as a reward for Patreon, put it in the description. Stuff that, this is above and beyond my regular channel. I'm still going to produce videos. I'm still going to produce as many as possible in the time when photography allows me. But like I said, the more here, the less photography. So put in the comments what you'd like to see me do as rewards for Patreon, or how often do you really like the idea of the live streams, because that's coming too. And any new topics you'd like to see me address. The topics I'm currently focused on are obviously fasting and nutrition, health and wellness, and personal growth, minimalism. These are all topics I'm passionate about, that I regularly research, and that I try and experiment with on more than one level. Some topics I'm looking to get into are wilderness survival, backpacking, bike packing, because I do have a bike, and really just trying to explore ways of finding happiness. I've got the health part down, I think. I'm pretty fucking healthy and almost normal BMI. Like, I'm literally within 8 or 9, 0.8 or 0.9 points of normal BMI. So having gone from obese to normal BMI is a pretty good achievement when you're 41 fucking years old. Have a nice motherfucking day and shit. I'm gonna work on this fucked up background I got going here. That's gonna change too. It's a work in progress and shit. Patience. A little bit. Have a nice motherfucking day. Oh, and before I let you go, keep in mind I am also going to be posting on Facebook more now that I have time. So the things I do there, I like to share articles I come across or little things, and make my little quib comments that aren't quite enough for a video, alright? I'm also gonna do 360 shit there at some point, because you guys hate my 360 shit here. You really do. Hardly anybody watches it unless it's really pertinent. So I'm just gonna do little short 360 fucking videos for the Facebook page. So if you haven't liked my Facebook page, Scott the Truck Driver, go ahead if you are interested in that shit. Alright? And at some point I might merge some of my photography onto this channel as well. More so than I have been. I've thrown it in with a couple videos here and there, but maybe you guys want a regular show that's dedicated to photography, or maybe I need to just start a photography channel and keep that shit out of here. Let me know in the comments also if you think I should bring photography and how my process is and how to do things, and how to take good pictures and all of that based on the photography you've seen so far, which isn't my end-all be-all best work. Let me know in the description, or if you think it needs to go to another fucking channel, that's fine. I'll put it on another channel. So, have a nice motherfucking day, finally. At least I didn't go an hour this time. It's only 30 fucking minutes. It's progress. Now I'll try and get shorter videos someday. You know, maybe.